here we are on Whitemane Classic Era, and this server is where a lot of people call home. As you can see, there are a lot of people here. In our last video, we talked about what is the ideal population size for a server. And I gave you my opinion that it's essentially what Whitemane is. There's a lot of people, but there's not a ridiculous amount of people that has us require layer upon layer upon layer. Are there issues with the economy? Yes. But in terms of the population size, I think it's great. Now, not everyone thinks it's great. Some people prefer a little bit of a different type of server. A dead server, yes. People play on the dead servers, and so this video is all about the people of the dead servers that raid even knacks on the dead servers. So let's delve into these little or lesser known guilds. Now, I've wanted to make this video for quite some time. However, something inspired me right here, right now. Now, if I move my beautiful face, you see in the chat here, The Prophet is saying, are you tired of gold inflation, endless GDKPs, toxic, griefing? Join a growing community of players, a growing group of players on Benediction server and start enjoying the... God damn it! It scrolled again. Stop chatting, Whitemane. Let me scroll back up here. I lost it. Basically, it's like, yo, if you don't like this server, come check out our server. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to check out this other server. And there's actually a couple servers we're going to check out. Now, I've known about these groups for a long time. Now, before we move on to the rest of the video, I want to talk to you about today's sponsor of the video, Ancient Curios. Now, you might not have ever heard of these, but here, tucked away in the Mage Quarter in Stormwind, right here we have Ancient Curios. It's a quaint little shop. Let's go check it out. This is where Cherise Ysarian and her rabbit Fizzles hangs out. And they sell some reagents. Yeah, this place is pretty shitty, honestly. All right, so before we actually log into those servers and talk face-to-face with the people who enjoy the dead servers, let's go back in time. This is from June 18th, 2022. Legacy, the guild on Grobbulus, roleplay PvP, killed Ragnaros with 18 people and some alts. So that sounds like more than 18 people. Are alts not considered people anymore? Anyways. I'm pretty sure I commented down below saying, "Grats guys, but why don't you move to Whitemane? Like, you guys are suffering." Well, we're going to see why they didn't move to Whitemane. Then, 2 months later in August, the same guild, Legacy, took out Prophet Scarum. With 24 people, I believe it is. Yeah, 24 people. In September, they took out Velestraz. Yeah, I mean, he's got a tough and rage timer. And while other bosses can be killed through a battle of attrition, Vale is not going to go down unless you can take him out quick. And they got to Broodlord, it appears. In October of 2022, down went Chromagus, as well as Nefarian. And this is their guild recruitment message. In a world where Azeroth has been plunged into darkness, the Legacy Guild remains a beacon of light, of hope. Not light, maybe some light, but beacon of hope. Led by the fierce warrior Angry, we raid Blackwing Lair and Molten Core on Friday and Monday at 7 Pacific time. Our ranks are made up of humans, dwarves, gnomes, and night elves. all united in our quest for loot and glory. We won't read it all, but you can pause the video and read the rest. January of last year, Fankris in AQ40 went down, and Huhuron shortly thereafter. Another recruitment message. January last year, almost a year ago to this day. It's me again, Jarl, the priest of legacy, raiding guild on Grobbulus. I write to you today with a call to arms as guild. We need new heroes to join us in the fight against the Twin Emps and the ancient old god, Cthulhu, Cthulhu, what do you like to call them? And people heeded the calls of legacy because the Twin Emperors fell to their hand. And so did the bug, Uro. And March 21st, 2023, Cthulhu is down. Congrats to Legacy. A belated congrats. Now, forget about Legacy and the Alliance for Requiem. Back in full force after a year-long absence from Azeroth. We started by taking out the pesky Stranglethorn trolls and marching into the mountain. So yeah, they did. This is a horde raiding guild, Requiem, who took out Hakar, and I guess they also did a little molten core action as well. Unfortunately, with their group of what is it, like 14 people, they couldn't do molten core, but they took out Azure Ghost. Hopefully, they got a CAC. And then on May 27th, the guild made their first Thunder Fury, which went to the guild master angry. Sweet. They also died against Gar. That's a tough one. Took out Gehennis. Magmadar, some AQLGs. Nice, nice. Ragnaros fell to Requiem. But Legacy's been busy. And they took Noth out in Nax Rammus. July 24th, they are 2 bosses in. And then Instructor Resuvius was their 3rd boss that they took out. The 4th boss they took out was Inubricon. And Fairlina, the 5th boss. It took them a good while, but Maxina also finally dropped. No mention of the loot. Did they get the Kiss of the Spider? I hope. And they did that with 26 people. 26 people in Nax Rammus. And now they got patchwork down here. November 2nd, they made their 2nd Thunder Fury. It went to a Pro Paladin. Damn it! I want Thunder Fury on my Paladin. I should go to an RP guild. Requiem, the Horde guild, has downed with full world buffs Razorgore the Untamed. And they got a binding for their main tank as well. Legacy, 9 out of 15, taking out Grobbulus. On the Grobbulus server! That's who their realm is named after. Grobbulus took out Grobbulus. And then Gluth. Gluth is fairly easy. 10 bosses down for Legacy. And then Thaddeus as well. Great work. And after an entire year of progress, they have taken out 12 bosses. They are 12 out of 15. Little PvP video here, because it is a PvP realm. But they get into a big fight. But what I like was this. Dun, 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 dun. So basically, for a dead server, there is world PvP. Now that we leave the role players on Grobbulus, Legacy, and Requiem, let's talk about the guild Classic on the Faralina / Benediction cluster. There's also a horde guild here called Ultimatum. I'm not sure how active they are still, but we're going to find out. So I've been on this realm before. I played with these people. I helped some of them get to rank 12, 13, and 14 when I was ranking my mage to 13 over on this server. And, they're a cool group of people, but they like the slow life. They don't like the big city, the big Whitemane life. They like the chill, small server. And their raid night is, okay, we're going to do Ubers. We're going to do a strat undead for our level 60s. But that was in December 20th. And Saturday, January 20th, obviously this was, I guess, last Saturday, they did it. And telling people to come to this server. Here, today, someone joined the Discord because they got that whisper saying, hey, leave Whitemane, come to the dead server. So some people have interest in leaving Whitemane. All right, let's log into Grobbulus. I'm going to boost this guy to level 60. Just kidding. All right, the moment of truth. Let's do /who. How many people are on? This is Sunday, 11:30 server time. So we have 11 people online. Yes, it is a dead server, but people raid on this server. There is world PvP. Just it's very scaled down. But I would expect the majority of them are in Legacy. Whitemane, I have heard of your exploits and wanted to... So I asked Darth Vader's, hi, would you care to chat and say, why do you like to play on Grobbulus? He said, because it's fun. Why? And so Darth Vader says that it's nice here. They like to help each other out. And so it sounds like they enjoy sort of when the server is theirs rather than this massive server. And I know what they're talking about because when I was playing on Whitemane and the population was just several hundred people, we could chat in looking for a group or world chat between the two guilds that were there, and it was kind of like our server. Now we're very careful to even talk at all because of people who report you for saying something that they don't like. I don't like how you talk to me. And sometimes these mega servers, Whitemane's not a mega server, but it was very, very populated prior to the release of Season of Discovery. And there's a lot of odd ducks who, when you have thousands and thousands and thousands of people playing, you're gonna have some people who are a little report happy. And anyways, when you're playing with a small group of people, it can be really fun. you have to be much more self-sufficient. You can't just go to the auction house and buy everything you want. You have to farm it all. And gold doesn't have a lot of value. You can buy your epic mount and repair your gear, but having a mountain of gold isn't going to help you, because on this server, GDKP does not exist. It doesn't matter if you have gold cap or multiple characters with a gold cap. That's not going to get you anywhere. Rather, they care about who you are and your merit, and working together to down the bosses. Oh, blood and thunder! I have seen your progress. I just say, oh, I've seen what you're doing. I'm going to try and shine some light on what the heck you're doing, and maybe some people want to join you. And so I'm asking, how many are online at peak times? So at the most, they have about 10 people in their raids. In fact, they probably really don't even have enough to raid, clearly. So that's unfortunate. So I asked them, when was the last time that they raided? So 2 weeks ago, they did a 12-man AQ20. Clearly, there's the determination, not quite the numbers to really get things going here. But, oh, who's over here? A level 1. Ha! Grace Jones! Grace Jones! Wait for me! Oh, bank cult. Ah. If you want in the guild for this side of the server, I can get you in. So basically, as Doofus says, they're just farming, waiting for people to show up. So, what would you say to someone who wants to join? Well, let's see what they say. What would you say to someone who wants to join? And so what do they offer? Some relative peace and tranquility while leveling, farming, occasional raiding, and of course looking for more people to join them. And they have active PvPers. Goodbye, Grace Jones. That is a member of Requiem on Grobbulus. Roleplay PvP. These dead servers are a hotspot for bots. They're a bot spot for hots. Let's look at the guild. So we have 3 people online in the guild ultimatum. So this person is boosting these characters. Whether these characters get sold, it's possible that they just level these mages, or they boost different characters to sell a fresh level 60 on G2G. That is a possibility. But I think these are also possibly bots. This person out here, Silithus, Ungilded, they're a Lotus. They're a Lotus farmer. Well, I am just making a video on those who choose to play. This is a tough sell to come play Horde on this server, where there's not much going on, but people like it. So let's find out, why do they play here? Does this person plan to transfer off? Or what's the plan? Some people like to level up on the dead server. You can get your fishing, your arena grandmaster. Do the fishing tournament, get the arena grandmaster. You can get your title charm. You can do all these fun things and then transfer for free to a Whitemane. So he says the server is pretty empty. There's no economy. Had to make up for this by making more characters for different professions. So they have about 10 people here, kind of doing some raids, and they're trying to do something. So he says it's not as toxic as the other people. They say you can really play the game here. At least, he plays it the way he or she wants to play it. These are people. So we have one. Can I separate by guild? Let's just do Who Classic. So we have 10 people on in the guild. Let's go back to the rest of the people. So Sinister looks like a person. A lot of these other ones look like bots. But like Sloppy looks like a legit person. Let's look at Zones. Maradon. I wonder what's going on in Maradon, huh? I'm actually surprised there's no low levels. Oh, we have a group in Nomergon. Are they even in the guild? Okay, they are in the guild. Yeah. The server is small, of course, because I know this. No auction house except on Saturdays. What? And of course, as we understand by now, they're very group oriented. So if you're interested in a super group oriented type of play, you might like this. Most of them were fresh 60s. How far did you clear? Four bosses. So they say they have a pretty sweet community, and like I say, I've played with some of these people. They're nowhere near sweaty like what you might be used to. They just like to go at their own pace, and they're a very friendly community. Very different than the dead servers, low pop servers, but for some people that is what they call home, and it might be mind-bogglingly difficult to comprehend that people would want to play in those circumstances where there's not a lot of people, and yet they do. They like that small server community vibe, and that might be something that you want to do. Or maybe you're like, nah, dude, I'm just going to stay on Whitemane, or no, I'll keep playing SOD, or no, I'll keep playing Wrath, or I'll play Retail, or no, I don't even play WoW. I didn't know I clicked on this video. Regardless, I just wanted to share with you, what's going on. What do you think? Are these people crazy? Can you see why they do it, even if you wouldn't do it yourself? I'd like to hear your comments on that. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I know it was kind of a long one, but we had to document what the heck is going on all these dead servers. If you enjoyed the video, drop me a sub and a comment. I read and respond to each and every one. Catch me live on my Twitch channel, Dwarflord TV, to connect with me or say hi to me in game on any of my characters. Dwarflord out.